Well, hi there. Welcome. If you are over 40 and you're feeling like your health just isn't what it used to be, isn't what it should be, isn't what you want it to be, then you are in the right place. This is a place where we are reclaiming our health after 40. I'm Jen, and in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how to reclaim your energy, health, and confidence, and we're going to do it all naturally. Oh man, tell me if any of this sounds like you. Constantly tired, even though you've gotten enough sleep, like you're just not rested. Do you ever feel like, man, I am too young to feel this old? I know I've felt that before. Does your body hurt? Just like a lot of inflammation, maybe arthritis, just, pain in your hips? Are you relying on medications, whether it's prescribed or over the counter, just to cover up your symptoms? And are you just overwhelmed with all the health advice? I mean, there's just lots of stuff out there, and a lot of it is not jiving. And finally, do you just want more life in your years? Do you just want to live out your life with as much vivaciousness as possible? Me too. Okay, so a little bit about me. I have been a lifelong fitness enthusiast. I've always been like a little gymnast or sporty spice. I've always loved to celebrate what my body is capable of doing. When I was a kid, probably elementary school, at one point, I went to the doctor and he told me that I had asthma and I was going to need an inhaler. And my dad said at the dinner table I did not have asthma. I was just out of shape. And he was right. Then fast forward to, age 27 or 28. I just, was kind of like having some sort of midlife epiphany or existential crisis, and was told that I was manic depressive and bipolar, and that I was going to need to be on medication for the rest of my life because my brain didn't work properly. I had a chemical imbalance in my brain. I do not believe that to be true, even though I'm a little zany at times. No, we weren't getting to the root of the problem, which is that I needed purpose in my life. So, I've found a lot of purpose through my faith and really in sharing what I've learned about natural healing and wellness. I'm just very passionate about it, and I hope that you are going to join me on this journey. P.S. I love to dance. I want to chat with you a second about why other approaches fail a lot of times. First, we have here the quick fixes, right? Radical diets, or I know one time I went cold turkey vegan. This was many years ago. I went cold turkey vegan. Well, I fell off that wagon really hard, not to mention I actually gained weight because all I could do was think about food. So, needless to say, quick fixes do not work for me. They don't work for most people, because again, it's like we're not making sustainable changes. So, on that. Cookie cutter plans. A lot of times these are going to ignore your needs, right? Maybe when you were younger, it's like, okay, you can get, a beach booty or something like that. But now we're at a place that it's like, what I want is to get off medication. I'm off medication. I'm talking about, the people getting off medication, or, I want to be able to play with my grandchildren, or, I want to increase my libido, right? It's all different and it's all connected, and it can all be found solutions when you look at things holistically, because just what it keeps saying, so that's all connected. So cookie cutter plans, forget about it. Treating the symptoms and not the root causes. We just talked a little bit earlier about being, whether you're relying on prescribed pharmaceuticals or over the counter pharmaceuticals, they're not solving the problem. They're just covering the symptoms, and sometimes that works, right? Just like go to sleep, just find something that'll help you go to sleep until your body can heal itself. But overall, That brings me to two little reminders. Remember the paper cut. To me, this is a great demonstration of how powerful the body is, right? I mean, if you get a paper cut, you don't have to do anything to it. You could put some Neosporin and a Band-Aid and, kiss the boo-boo, but if you're my dad, you do nothing and your body heals itself. And that to me is amazing. It's just a great example of how your body was created to heal itself. And I don't know where really I got the quote, but the idea of it is, your body's ability to heal is greater than they have permitted you to believe, right? Because there's not a lot of money in you being well. There's a lot of money in us being sick and dependent on things. So, moving on to the wellness formula. I'll have to kind of move myself around so you can see what's going on here. But as you can see, we're going to start off with a comprehensive assessment. So we are going to do a deep dive into your history. We're going to look at some of your lifestyle patterns. We're going to see where we can make changes, what makes sense, what's sustainable. Then we're going to plan. We're going to go over to the strategic planning. I'm going to create you a personalized roadmap. Maybe we need a personalized grocery list and some recipes, some educational reading. I'm going to be there with you. We're going to move over into guided implementation. I'm going to be there with you every week to track that progress. We're going to have calls. You're going to have to look me in my eyeballs and tell me where you are. Don't worry, I'll take it easy on you. But just the fact is that you will be held accountable. And sometimes it's like, man, it's incredible how powerful that is, right? And that moves us over into sustainable success. So what we talked about, staying accountable, that habit reinforcement, you're going to get a personalized tracker, and we're going to come up with what is the strategy overall? How can we just incorporate this into our lifestyle goals for the rest of our life? And round we go. I believe the best way for you to get on track and have some measurable results is one-on-one coaching. Here are a few reasons why people love one-on-one coaching if it's not already pretty obvious. And you get that personalized attention, you get the customization. Your specific situations are thought of, your specific challenges and goals. The advice is going to be tailored to your personality, right? What you are willing to do, what you're not, the sorts of changes that you're willing to make, and the pace that you want to go at. Then we move over to accountability and commitment, right? With me, we're going to have regular check-ins. You're going to have a dedicated coach, and I'm going to supply some motivation, right? I mean, sometimes in the beginning, it's hard to create your own motivation. I'm going to give you some of my motivation. And so just having someone there that's tracking your progress, it's so helpful and totally helps with staying consistent, which, man, consistency is everything. It's also going to be a safe space for growth, right? Not that communities aren't safe, but as sometimes we just don't want to share our business with everyone. We don't want to work out in front of everyone. We don't want to have everyone know everything about us. So, for those vulnerable discussions or challenges or fears, because a lot of this is mindset. So we will need a trusting relationship to have some of those discussions, because sometimes those are actually blockages to why you're not able to experience the wellness in that area of your life. So we're going to talk through that. And, we can talk about sensitive issues and that doesn't go anywhere. So that's awesome, right? Sometimes in a group setting, it's like, and then the accelerated development. I mean, that's always just, it just goes so much faster. Just knowing that someone's on your team, they're telling you where the pitfalls are, they're being proactive about things you might get hung up on. They've already been there, done that. They can help you identify blind spots. That is what's so great about that one-on-one connection. And this month, I am taking on only 5 because, as you can understand, that's not really something that I can scale. I really want to give people a lot of value. I want some great case studies, some great success stories, and I hope that you're going to be one of them. So here is the offer. It is a 5-week one-on-one intensive consulting program. So that is going to include that initial deep dive consultation that we talked about. I mean, you're going to be like, wow, I hadn't even thought of that in so long. All of that stuff is important because we're looking at you as a total human being. We're going to follow up that with 4 wellness strategy sessions. So once we get the foundation going, we're going to continue to build on that. Every day, every week, there's going to be accountability checklists. We're going to work on changing some of those habits. There is an online community that you will be able to be a part of. Right now, it is running at $97 a month. And if you join this consulting program, I will grandfather you into that group and you will never have to pay for it. So, yeah, right there, it's like, I mean, just in and of itself. And in that group, we're going to have coursework, you have the community, lots of other resources. I'm going to make a lot of things that are just really customized to you. So, just going down the list here, your goals and new habits, a tracking sheet. You're going to want to know your roadmap, and these things are going to be tailored to you. I mean, if you say, I have no idea. I can't stand lemon. I'm not going to do lemon. We gotta try to work around that or something. So that's not a good example because lemon is so good for you. But anyway, a customized grocery list. I mean, even some toxic ingredients that you need to replace inside your home, that's going to be included. And we're just going to do it all. Some curated educational materials, some recipes that are tailored to you and what you like and how long you have in the kitchen available, and all sorts of other protocols. As I mentioned, I am a practicing homeopath, and so I will recommend some remedies as well as herbs and foods and supplements that are going to help you get to where you want to go on your health journey. And I'm always available for text and email support. So today's investment, $2,500, and that is all inclusive. So everything that I have written here, you get all of that, but that's not all. You also get these 4 webinar bonuses. They are documents or resources that I have developed. As you can see, we have the natural and homeopathic remedies guide. So that's going to give you a lot of the fall symptoms that we're having, whether it's headaches or hangovers or, cough, cold, whatever. And it supplies you a natural and homeopathic remedy. So that's helpful. How your mindset affects your health. I mean, this is everything. The more that I learn about it, the more it's like, this is everything. Then next we have a question everything document. You can print that out. You can take it to your doctor's office, or you can just print it out and just have it and be proactive. But, really do not be scared to ask these questions, because your health is your wealth and no one is going to care about it like you do, except maybe me. And then finally, something fun, 101 healthier Christmas gifts, right? It's right around the corner. Very affordable options here. I think that there's something for everyone. So, I just made you an offer you can't refuse. So your health transformation now awaits you. If you're ready to take the next step, or if you have questions, just schedule a call with me down below. We'll have a good little 20-minute chit chat, kind of make some assessments. I'll give you whatever tips come to mind on that call, and we'll see if it is a good fit for us to work together on this 5-week transformation. I hope so. So that is all for me. Thank you so much for joining. Please follow us on your favorite social networks, where I will be sharing more health and wellness tips. And until next time, be well.